Good morning, students. In our last class, means in our physical class, we have completed some part of democratic and nationalist revolutions, 17th, 18th, and 19th centuries lesson. So, today we'll be continuing the remaining part of that lesson, and I hope you will follow the lesson. And if you have any doubts, you can ask me, means you can message me. So, see here, the Second Congress also tried to find a peaceful solution. They appealed to the king not to impose taxes without their permission. They decided George Washington to be the chief of the armed forces of the colonies. The king saw this as an act of rebellion and declared war in April 1775 CC. So the Americans finally won the war in October 1781 CE with the military help from France. France helped the colonies because of the rivalry between Britain and France in establishing colonial empire. The American War of Independence ended after Britain signed the Treaty of Paris in 1783 CE and recognized the independence of its 13 colonies. So here in the second congress also tried to find peaceful solution between the people. So they appealed to the king. So I told you in our last class, though the king was ruling, but the not complete powers was given to the king. uh, some part means it is ruling by, means the head will be the parliament people, but it is ruled by the king. So I told you it is parliamentary monarchy. So in that way, so this second congress also tried to find a peaceful solution, and they appealed, means they asked the king not to impose taxes without their permission. So they said the king not to collect taxes without the permission of these parliamentary people. So they decided George Washington to be the chief of the armed forces of the colony. So they have uh, elected, or they have chosen George Washington to be the chief of the armed forces of the colonies. So the king saw this as an act of rebellion and he declared war in April 1775 CE. So the king saw it as an act of rebellion, and he, what did he do? The king, he declared the war in which month? April 1775 CE. So finally what happened? The Americans won the war in October 1781 CE. So how many years? After 6 years they have won the war with the military help from France. So why did France help them? Because France helped the colonies because of the rivalry between Britain and France in establishing colonial empire. So the American War of Independence ended after Britain signed the Treaty of Paris in 1783 CE. So when did this American War of Independence ended? When Britain signed the Treaty of Paris in 1783 CE and recognized the independence of its 13 colonies. So, see here next, the Declaration of American Independence. The Declaration of Independence was adopted on 14th of July 1776 CE during the Third Congress at Philadelphia. Thomas Jefferson was the principal authority of this declaration. It declared that all men are created equal and are endowed by the Creator with certain rights which cannot be taken away, including life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. In 1789 CE, the government of the United States of America adopted a republican constitution. The United States of America would not be ruled by kings but by representatives elected by the people. So, what happened here? The Declaration of Independence was adopted on when? 4th of July 1776 CE during the Third Congress at Philadelphia. So, they have declared their independence on which month? On 4th of July in 1776 CE. So when did this happen? During the third Congress at Philadelphia. So Thomas Jefferson, he was the principal authority of this declaration. So it declared that all men are created equal and are endowed by the Creator with certain rights which cannot be taken away, including life. So, what did this Jefferson he declared? He declared that all men are equal and they have certain rights given by God. Creator means God. So, he's telling that these rights cannot be taken away, including their life also. Life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. These things no one can take away from them. So, in 1789 CE, the government of the United States of America, what did they do? They adopted a republican constitution. So, the United States of America would be ruled by kings but by representatives elected by the people. So, what did the United States of America uh, do? It has adopted a republican constitution, and the United States of America was not ruled by the kings, it was ruled by the people whom we elect. Like our, now even we also elect our leaders by voting, yes or no? So even in the same way, there also people will elect their own leaders and they will rule the America. Okay, next is French Revolution. In 1774 CE, Louis uh, in 1774 CE, Louis XVI became the king of France. He found the treasury was empty, long years of war, and the cost of maintaining the palace of Versailles had emptied the financial resources of France. Under Louis XVI, France helped the 13 American colonies to gain their independence from Britain, who was their common enemy. This war added further to the debt. The state was forced to increase its taxes to meet its regular expenses, such as the cost of maintaining the court, an army, and running government offices or universities. So, what happened here? In 1774 CE, who became the king? Louis XVI, of which state? Of France. So, in 1774 CE, Louis XVI became the king of France. And what did he found? He found the treasury was empty. And why? Because long years of war and also cost of maintaining the palace of Versailles had made the financial resources of France. So, what happened? For as they were conducting wars for long years, and also The cost of maintaining the Palace of Versailles has emptied the financial resources of France. So, under Louis XVI, this France people helped 13 American colonies to gain their independence from Britain. So, even this we have seen when in the first paragraph in our class. So, as France helped American people to defeat Britain because they were enemies. So that's what here. That also made their financial resources uh, decrease. So see here, France helped the 13 American colonies to gain their independence from Britain, who was their common enemy. This war added further to the debit. The state was forced to increase its taxes. So, what happened? As they were not having funds uh, and they don't have financial position strong, so what did they do? They were forced to collect taxes to meet its regular expenses like the cost of maintaining the court, an army, and running government offices and universities. So, to run the what to maintain the court and what all things an army and running government offices and universities, to maintain all these things they were forced to collect taxes. Socio-economic conditions. French society was divided into three estates in the 18th century. The first estate was the clergy, the second estate was the nobility, and the third estate included the remaining sections of society such as merchants, lawyers, peasants, laborers, and servants. So, what happened here? French society was divided into three estates. What are in which century? In 18th century. So what are those three estates? The first estate was the clergy, and the second estate was the nobility, and the third estate included the remaining sections of the society. What who are they? Such as merchants, lawyers, peasants, laborers, and servants. All these come under the third estate. So peasants were about 90% of the total population of France. However, only a small number of them owned the lands they cultivated. About 60% of the land was owned by the church and other richer members of the third estate. The members of the first two estates, that is the clergy and aristocracy, enjoyed certain privileges. They did not have to pay taxes to the state. The nobles also enjoyed other feudal privileges. These included feudal dues that peasants had to pay to them. Peasants were also forced to give other services to the lord, to work in their houses and fields, and to serve in the army or participate in building roads. So, what happened here? Peasants were about 90% of total population in France. So, what as these peasants were 90% of the total population of France, so what happened here? A small number of them owned who these peasants, a small number of them owned the lands they cultivated. Means only few people have their own land which they are cultivating, and about 60% of the land was owned by whom? By the church and other richer members of the third estate. So the members of the first two estates. Who are the first two estates? Clergy and the nobility. So that is the clergy and the aristocracy enjoyed certain privileges. So these first and second estate people have some privileges which they can enjoy. So they did they did not have to pay taxes to the state. So these people, they there is means there is no need for them to pay the tax to the state. The nobles also enjoyed other feudal privileges. These included feudal duties that peasants had to pay to them. So, what happened? So, these included feudal duties that peasants had to pay to them. So, as these first and second estate people, they means they should not pay any tax to the state, and they have some privileges to enjoy. But the nobles also enjoyed other feudal privileges. Means second estate people also also enjoyed other feudal privileges. So what did happen? These included feudal dues. So these dues were asked to pay by the peasants. So peasants were also forced to give other services. So not only paying the tax, but also they are forced to do other services to the Lord, means to the king, to work in their houses, means to work in the houses of the king or fields, and to serve in the army or participate in building roads. The church also extracted taxes called tithes from the peasants. All the members of the third estate also had to pay taxes to the state. These included a direct tax called thail and a number of indirect taxes which were levied on articles of everyday consumption like salt or tobacco. The third estate alone had to pay taxes to finance the activities of the state. To add to this problem, there was a failure of crops and increased sufferings of the poor during those years. So, what happened here? The church also extracted, means the church also collected taxes which are called tithes. So, from whom this church also collecting the tax? The church also collecting the tax from the peasants. So all the members of the third estate, who are the members of the third estate? Big businessmen, merchants, court officials or lawyers, uh, peasants, artisans, all these comes under third estate. So these all the members of the third estate also had to pay tax to the status. So only the third estate people used to pay the tax to the state. So these included a direct tax. So the third estate people which they pay the tax has included as a direct tax which is called tail, and a number of indirect taxes. So, not only the direct taxes but also the indirect taxes which were levied on articles of everyday consumption. So, even we also will be having a tax on the products which we purchase, like GST. So, even here, now after paying the direct tax also, the people has to pay some tax on the daily necessities which they purchase. Like what are their daily necessities, like salt or tobacco. So the third estate alone had to pay taxes to finance the activities of the state. So only this third estate people has to pay taxes to finance the activities of the state. And to add to this, also to add to this problem, there was a failure of crops and increased sufferings of the poor during those days. So already the third estate people were paying tax. So those tax was used for running the state. So along with that, what happened? Another problem was raised. There was a failure of crops, and also it increased sufferings of the poor people during those years. Okay, students, I think you have understood the lesson till here. If you have any doubts, you can message me and ask. Uh, Try to read the lesson and find the difficult things, and you can ask me. And we'll be continuing the remaining part of the lesson in the next session. Thank you. Have a good day.